Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and welcome back for another video, this time in a Tier 9 Premium Medium Tank, the COBRA. HESH baby. So as you can see from the title of this video, we are firing full HESH rounds. I've taken the advice off of Petty. I'm on my way to free mark this tank, and he said just fire full HESH because you only have to pen 2 out of the shots in order to equal the damage of the standard heat rounds of 360 alpha, whereas the HESH rounds, you have 490 alpha, and if you do manage to pen the whole clip, it's actually disgusting. You're doing just under 2,000 damage in the clip potential, which is, I'm not going to say it's overpowered because it's not, because the tank has a lot of flaws, but what it is broken really, because doing 2,000 damage to a tank in a tier 9 medium is kind of disgusting. Now obviously you're not going to do that in every scenario because you've only got 210 pen on the HESH, so it's not going to happen all the time, but you're in your good matchmaking lobby like we are here in the tier 9 lobby, it certainly does happen. So here we are on Alamein. We've got the standard battle, and this is a position I like to take on the standard battle from this side because it allows you to get in advanced and to spot the enemy team, as I have just done here, and it really has paid off because we've straight away for that, just for knowing the right positions, we've just got 1700 assistance. All what we've done is known the right position to spot the enemy team, and that has paid off nicely. This Falcon T92 has ended made big mistake and full centre, so I don't know if he thought it was on reload. I don't know if he just had enough of us there, but either way, yeah, thank you for the hit points, thank you for the kill, and that is very nice. So I'm just going to keep poking up just to keep the enemy team detected more than anything, to make sure I maintain the assistance. Unfortunately, I'm sharing a little bit of this assistance here. We've got this object 416. We don't want to let him think, on reload, because then he's just going to rush us. We do only have 2 shots on the shell, so we don't have enough to completely take him out. Lest we obviously set him on fire. But it is a tank which we can penetrate with that 210 HESH. We spot the E75. We're going to struggle frontally to pen him with the HESH rounds. Yes, we can on the lower plate, but it's not always going to be guaranteed. Now he's aiming at 30, shows us his rear. We've got to take that opportunity, and we pick up another kill and another juicy pen, and then we slap that object there, penning frontally for 500 alpha, and it is so lovely when you get those pens. You see 4 shots, 1800 damage. I mean, that is disgusting. Now obviously this object 416 doesn't know that I'm on reload, so I don't want him to let him know that, so I keep poking, just make him think I'm looking for shots, because you do have a very long reload on this tank, which is its downfall, and you can sometimes get caught out in a situation where if a tank realises you dumped your clip, they can just push on within 40 seconds, which will pretty much take you to reload. They're going to more than often than not be able to take you out. So we do keep poking, looking for that assistance. In doing so, we eat one off that waffle, losing the first lot of hit points, which is a shame, but it's always a risk when I'm poking here. But like I said, I keep going for those marks. It always takes me to spot that waffle, and then that obviously he gets deleted, or they get deleted, and I'm suddenly going to have a lot of assistance in my case. The stirves here, we can pen this frontally with the HESH. We don't pen the first one, but we pen the second 2, or at least pen the second one, and then we lift them low enough to finish off, picking up another kill, and then we chance that shot trying to aim in the lower plate, the E75, but obviously it wasn't fully aimed. Doesn't pay off, but we do get a little tiny bit of damage from the HESH round. Now we're on this long reload, and there's a lot of team, a lot of the enemy team being destroyed, looking like we're winning this battle. But I want to try and push. Now I don't want to eat one off at E75 if I don't have to, but also I want to get closer to where this waffle is, who we've just picked up a bit more assistance off and spotted him. Now we see E75 is shielded itself between us with those buildings. This is my opportunity to pounce and try and move forward, because I'm going to use these wrecks or buildings, these ruins, to protect me from taking the damage on my push, to try and get a little bit more damage, get a little bit moving. I want to take out this waffle if I can before they escape, and we just managed to do that, fortunately hitting that shot, picking up another kill. And now we're pushing towards where that E75 is. We're not going to reload because we do have that long reload, as I say. Now the good thing is I can't pen the E75 frontally reliably, but I do have 1000 hit points, and that means I can eat potentially, well I should in theory, let's say high roll, be able to eat 2 shots off of the E75. that allows me that freedom to try and circle him and get into the side armour where I know I can, if side on, penetrate the E75. You see I'm going straight at him. I want to try and get round the side if I can. Fortunately, he's allowing me to do that. We get one into the shot that's damaging his ammo rack. We can eat one more shot, remember, so I'm not panicking. I'm trying to get into his side, get one in, damage his ammo rack again. He's not going to be able to repair that, and boom, we blow him up, destroying his tank, taking pretty much his full hit points there. And suddenly, I'm now on 5,000 damage, 2,000 assistance. And that is how quickly you can, in the right situations, get damage. Obviously, in other scenarios where you fight full tier 10 heavily armoured tanks, the HESH rounds aren't always going to be ideal. But it is the gamble you take. And I think that is the unique factor about this tank, is obviously that 490 HESH autoloader. I'm trying to back up here because I don't want to let the Type 59 know I'm here, because I don't want them to, get lit and alarmed by me, but it gets taken out anyway and I don't manage to get the kill. But that is it for the first replay. We get 5 kills, 4,700 damage, 2,200 assistance, and the high caliber and the ace tanker. But 2 more replays to come, so I will stop rambling and I'll see you in a bit for the second replay. Okay, so thank you for staying with us. Here we are on Westfield, and there is 3 fun police on both of the teams, which, well, I don't know about you, maybe you've got a different opinion, you might be crazy, you might like the pain, but I don't enjoy having to play against 3 fun police. That is not fun. I much preferred it when it was limited to 1 on a team, and having 3 on a team is awful. But that is what we've got to deal with, so we're just going to try and deal with it. Now, one other important thing I've noticed on Westfield, which is going to make a big difference in my decision making at the start of this game. There is no enemy light tanks. There's also quite a few tank destroyers and obviously 3 fun police, which means it's a lot less likely for teams to sort of full send you. And I'm going to go and try and be that light tank. It's not ideal because the COBRA doesn't have great view range, doesn't have great camo, but like I say, it's an educated gamble. It is a gamble, but it's educated because there's no light tanks. That's what's going through my mind. It means I've got a chance to be able to spot the cross, and potentially risk the reward is high because I can get a lot of assistance by, if I do spot them. I will be the only person to spot them here. So you see how far I pushed across. If I do get detected here, I'm going to have to get out really quickly to avoid dying, and I'm pretty much almost certainly going to lose hit points, but it is that gamble I'm trying to take. But this Westfield plays out very strangely. If you notice, I haven't spotted anything crossing, so I'm thinking, you know what, they might have all gone north. So I'm going to have to try and move to react to that. But as that happens, we spot this object 704. I'm not going to move now really because I don't want to get detected, so I'm not going to shoot my gun. I'm just going to hope that it gets taken out. And there you go, paid off, 1,600 damage at the start of the game, which is massive, just straight away. And that also tells me there's no one else here, and the rest of the team must be playing in the north, which allows me then to push up to this ridge, and I can potentially spot the team, get side shots in, and it's going to put them in a nasty position, to potentially, I might be able to pick up a bit more assistance from our fun police. But as you can see, a lot of the team are already pushing the north, where we're kind of haven't sent anyone that way. So I'm going to have to I want to really dump my clip and then go over to help. That's pretty much what's in my mind right now. I'm trying to lose my spot because there's 3 fun police in. You can see I'm wary of that. I'm obviously in the position which is potentially going to kill the fun police, so chances are they're going to be aiming for me. It would make sense. So that's why I sort of tried to lose my spot, see if we can go again. Spot this T10, but as that happens, we spot a piggy, we spot a T92. We are not going to, waste an opportunity to take one of these, and we take one out, shooting 2 of our shots, leaving us with 2 remaining. And then we're going to go for one more spot to see if we can get any more damage, and then we're going to need to go over as quickly as we can to help our team. But we spot another artillery, we one-shot them, and this is when I'm going to go on to reload to come over and help, because you can see they're pushing into our base. But they are kind of pushing into a bit of a, they're pushing down, but that's going to be an awkward situation when they push down there, because you've got a lot of teams on the hill, and if they push like that, it's no guarantee they're going to be able to get over there. They're going to take a lot of damage doing that, and that is pretty much how this is turning out. But like I say, very, very odd Westfield game. But what this meant is, because we've got this whole ridge control, I can use this position to potentially get side shots while they're trying to push a base, and we put them in a nasty situation now. That's why it was important for me to react and turn around and try and help my team, because I've created a secondary angle. Now, I'm weighing up now the option to come in behind. So I've seen a leopard. I've seen I know I can pen that leopard with the 210 HESH rounds, and if I can get these 3 shots in, that's 1500 damage. So that's what I'm thinking. That will make my mark. So I'm going for that gamble. See the leopard here? I managed to just get that one in, rolling for above 500, which is great. And now we've got an opportunity to come behind this T10. Chances are he's not going to be facing us. He's got planks in front of them, which means the rear's on, and I can pen this. Boom, 1 shot. Boom, 2 shot. Basically an itch of 1000 damage. Now, if I had a full clip loaded in, I would have just killed that T10 by myself in 1 clip. That's what I mean when I say the tank's broken. It's not overpowered because the tank has flaws. It has no side armour whatsoever, like 30mm of side armour. It's not that quick. It's got a really long reload. The gun can be a bit derpy. So that's why I say it's not overpowered, but it certainly is broken. I mean, there is a difference, at least in my opinion anyway. Like I say, all these things are my opinion. You might have different opinions, like everyone should. So we now spotted this 50 TP, but I'm aware there's a T95. Now, I've just spotted that T95. I'm taking a risk here because I am a full hit point, so I can eat a shot. I do eat a shot. The reason I decide to eat that shot is because I want to get close to that T95 to keep him detected, because I obviously want the assistance off of them. We've got an opportunity to shoot a shot into the rear. We pen 1 into 50 TP, then we're going to get back into cover, trying to avoid taking that shot. Again, we can eat 1 more shot if necessary, and that T95's come undetected. I want to spot the T95 because it's full health. That's a lot of assistance. I don't think at this point I've realised that our fun police are dead, to be honest with you. Otherwise I might not took this risk, but I want to try and get up there and spot them. Unfortunately, the 50 TP is kind of stopping me that happening now. So we eat a shot, but at least now a shot, I've got time to spot the T95, which is what I wanted to do, because I want to, like I say, any of these big TDs hit them. That's going to be a lot of assistance for me. The 50 TP is now distracted. I do pick up a bit of assistance of the T95. Because we're now shooting down onto the T95, we can pen their engine deck. And we shoot 2 shots in. We don't set them on fire, but that's probably going to be the end of the game. But that's a nice result there. We're trying to just keep them lit, so we've got any chance of picking up any assistance. Chances are a lot of the team are now going to be spotting the tank for themselves, so probably aren't going to get any assistance. If it was fun police, I might have done. But yeah, we're probably not going to get this. Progetto's now got behind the T95, the Doom Turtle, and it's all over for the Doom Turtle. But that brings us an end to this second replay. Like I say, a bit of a peculiar Westfield, but it had a lot of different talking points. We managed to get 3 kills, 4,300 damage. We get the medal for killing the 2 fun police, the mastery badge, and 3,000 assistance. So, thank you so much for watching. We've got 1 more to come, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so here we are on the final replay of the video on Malinoka. This time it is on Encounter, and we have quite a balanced team. It's a tier 10 lobby. There is 1 enemy light tank, 1 enemy fun police, and a mixer of TDs, mediums and heavies. Now this is how I'd like all matchmaking lobbies to be. A lovely balanced team. Nothing to complain with there. And what we're going to do on this mode is go straight to the field, see if we can get in a battle, because we know there's going to be some tanks on this spawn. Always there's going to be a few, and then we're either going to have to turn back to protect the cap, or we're going to have to go out to the enemy base to try and farm a bit of damage if we win the field. Now this enemy light tank, we know we can pen the light tank, and we're going to see if we can try and take him out early doors, because that would be a massive bonus. Now the light tank stopped to take his shots. We get 1 in, we get 2 in. Unfortunately we're not penning these, we should be flying a little bit higher, but it doesn't matter. That's an enemy light tank straight away out of the game, and that is a massive result in our chances of winning the battle, and especially when there's only 1. Now we just spotted that S-Barn. Now that S-Barn is definitely someone we want to be shooting at, because we know it's easy penetrations and we can get max damage out of our HESH rounds. So you see here, I'm waiting behind this house, just praying that S-Barn doesn't get shot, because we want those juicy hit points, because yeah, you know, we can do some serious damage. You know, we can potentially clip them out in one clip, 950 hit points. You know, we roll high on a few of those. That is, you know, that is possible, and it's disgusting, to be honest, the fact that we can do that. So we're looking for opportunity. Now we've managed to get to position undetected. Perfect position. We're only showing our turret. 500 damage, 500 damage, 500 damage, 500 damage. Dead. Just broken. I mean that is filthy, and that is just a dream clip there. You know, now we're on 3,000 damage. We fired 2 clips. 2 clips, we're on 3,000 damage. So perfect start of this game. We're on reload, and we're going to make our way to the enemy base to see if we can get any more damage in. But as we do that, we spot this T-54E1. Obviously that's got a dangerous clip to ourselves, and we're on reload. So we're going to just wait, see if our friendly team can destroy him while we're on reload. They do put a few hits in. Now that we're getting closer to our reload, we're going to make the push to see if we can even take them out or just scan our next victim. You know, just try and find any of those juicy targets. You see I'm scanning them. S-Barnes, so obviously I'm thinking, yes, I can target him. They get taken out. But we've then got this V55 coming in. We're trying to go for the lower plate. I don't really know what's happening here. We do pen a last shot, but we don't pen any of the others. But thankfully he does get taken out. And although we didn't pen all of our shots, because we penned the last one, it pretty much worked out about the same amount of damage we would have got if we was firing the heat rounds, the standard rounds, because they only don't have as much alpha. So, like I say, you only really need to pen 2 of them, and you've done the same amount of damage. And then if you pen 3, you've done more. So the HESH rounds are nice. It's just when you come off against those really heavily armoured tanks, you think, I'm going to struggle to pen with this 210 HESH. But this game is getting eaten up, isn't it? And I'm trying to find another target. The Progetto, we can pen that. Just having a little scan, trying to get in position, see what we can find, hoping I don't get spotted trying to get here. Mouse, no. S-Barn, lovely. That is our prey, that is our victim. But I want to get in a position, because when I fire I might get detected. So I want to get into a bit of a better position so I can try and, you know, get out of dodge. And this is the position I wanted. 1 in, 500 damage, 500 damage, 500 damage. Trying to, with just the last kill shot, hits the gun and doesn't go through, but we still pen 3 out of 4. Would have been lovely if that other one, you know, didn't hit the gun. It's a shame. It could have been more, but it is what it is. You know, thankfully the S1 misses us. That's why I put ourselves in a position so we had a little bit of cover, making it a little bit of a harder shot. And now we're just hoping, we're going to get a reload off. Reality is, no, we're not going to be able to get a reload off before this artillery dies. Now I'm thinking at this point, I think, I don't want to get shotgun by the artillery, but now I'm thinking he's clearly on reload. So I'm going to try and ram the artillery for that rest to get the kill, but he gets taken out by the CS63. And that does bring us an end to the video. Like I say, you know, some interesting clips in that game, but we get 1 kill, 5,500 damage, 5,500 damage, sorry, and 1,000 assistance. So that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, thank you for your support, and as always, happy tanking.
Enemy in sight! Hadouken!